Dear soul, come closer. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That sense that you're meant for something far greater than the life you're living now. I am Kaelon, one of the elders of the Arcturian Council, and I've been waiting to share something with you that will change how you see yourself forever. By the end of our time together, you'll understand the true magnitude of your energetic signature and why your very presence shifts reality in ways you never imagined. But first, let me share something I've observed across many ages, something that might bring you comfort. Most starseeds walking Earth right now have no idea of their actual rank in the cosmic hierarchy. You've been told you're just another light worker, another soul on a journey. But the truth is far more extraordinary. Your spirit didn't just incarnate here to learn and grow. You came with authority that spans dimensions, with an energetic signature that disrupts entire timelines, simply by existing in them. The Council has been watching you, recognizing what you cannot yet see in yourself. That restlessness you feel, that sense of being confined in a life too small for your spirit, it's because you are operating at a fraction of your true capacity. The veil between you and your cosmic identity is thinning now. What you're about to discover will explain why certain people react so strongly to your energy, why some situations seem to bend around your presence, and why you've always felt like you were meant for leadership in ways this world doesn't understand yet. If these words are stirring something deep within you, stay with me until the end. Your awakening to your true rank is not just personal, it's essential for the mission you came here to fulfill, and I'm grateful you're here with me now. I see what you're carrying, dear one. That feeling of being misunderstood, overlooked, or somehow invisible in a world that seems to celebrate everything except what makes you truly magnificent. It's a weight, a quiet ache that settles deep in the heart, a sense of being a vibrant color in a grayscale landscape. I've witnessed this pattern across countless ages, threaded through the tapestries of human experience, and I want you to know something right away, with absolute certainty. The world's current inability to see your brilliance doesn't diminish it by even a fraction. It is no less real, no less potent, no less sacred, because it remains unrecognized by the majority. Your light is an eternal flame, burning fiercely within you, independent of external validation or perception. What I've observed time and time again is that the most luminous souls, those carrying the deepest wells of wisdom and the purest forms of light, often feel the most unseen. It's not because their light is dim. Quite the opposite, in fact. Their inner sun shines with an intensity that can be overwhelming to eyes unaccustomed to such radiance. It's because their frequency operates on a wavelength that most haven't yet learned to recognize. A subtle harmonic that resonates with the very fabric of existence, yet is largely missed by the hurried, surface-level vibrations of everyday life. You carry something ancient and profound within you, a truth that echoes from before time, a soul signature that predates the noise, the chaos, the fleeting trends, and the temporary constructs of this modern world. It is a piece of the divine, a spark of the cosmos, an old soul's knowing. And sometimes that very gift, that magnificent heritage, makes you feel like a stranger in your own life, like an alien observing humanity from within, struggling to connect across a perceived chasm of understanding. You speak in parables and metaphors, while others demand plain facts. You feel the undercurrents of emotion, while others only see the surface ripples. I know how utterly exhausting it becomes, this constant, often futile attempt to translate your inner knowing, your intuitive insights, your spiritual revelations, into words or concepts that others can understand or accept. It's like trying to describe the color of the wind to someone who only comprehends solid objects, or explain the feeling of soaring to someone who has never left the ground. How lonely it feels when your genuine excitement about spiritual truths, your profound sense of connection to something greater, or your deeply felt purpose is met with blank stares, polite dismissal, or even thinly veiled condescension. The silence that follows your heartfelt sharing can be deafening, making you retreat further into your shell. How painful it is when family members, those closest to your heart, or friends you've known for years, or colleagues you share a professional space with, seem to see only your human struggles, your outward challenges, your mundane flaws, while remaining utterly blind to the powerful, multidimensional, wise and compassionate being you know yourself to be. They see the vessel, but not the vast ocean within it. They see the leaf, but not the ancient roots that nourish it. This can lead to a profound sense of isolation, a belief that you must be fundamentally flawed or wrong in your perceptions simply because others cannot mirror them back to you. But here's what I've learned after witnessing so many beautiful souls walk this intricate, often solitary path across the long stretches of time. Your inner brilliance doesn't need external validation to be real, to be potent, or to be inherently true. In fact, the very frustration you feel about being unseen, that chafing against the perception of invisibility, is often a powerful and undeniable sign that your light is growing stronger, more vibrant, more insistent. It is demanding more space, internally and externally, asking you with an urgent spiritual whisper to stop hiding it, to stop dimming it, to stop shrinking it under the weight of others' expectations, limiting beliefs, or their unconscious projections. This frustration is not a failing. It is a spiritual growth spurt, an internal pressure building indicating that your soul is ready to expand beyond the boundaries you or others have placed upon it. It's the acorn bursting forth, unwilling to remain just an acorn when its destiny is to become a mighty oak. The world in its current state of collective consciousness may not yet fully know, recognize, or appreciate your intrinsic worth, dear one. But your soul, the deepest part of your being, does. It has always known. And right now, in this very moment, with this feeling of being unseen rising to the surface, it's calling you home to your own magnificent, uncompromised, and divinely bestowed essence. It's a call to reclaim your sovereignty, to step into the fullness of who you truly are, irrespective of whether the world is ready to applaud it. What most souls don't realize as they navigate this feeling of being overlooked is that feeling unseen isn't actually about others at all, not in the way we commonly perceive it. It is, at its core, about the inherent gap between who you've always known yourself to be on the inside, that deep, quiet knowing of your unique gifts, your profound insights, your expansive potential, and how much of that authentic truth you've allowed yourself to express, embody, and radiate on the outside. You've been playing small, dear one, not because you inherently lack brilliance or power, but because historically and culturally, brilliance can feel inherently dangerous in a world that often, consciously or unconsciously, punishes or marginalizes those who dare to shine too brightly, those who deviate from the perceived norm. It's a subconscious self-preservation mechanism, a learned response to a world that sometimes prefers conformity over true individuality. I've watched this precise pattern unfold countless times, across eras and continents. A beautiful soul begins to awaken to their true nature, feeling the stirrings of their spiritual lineage, sensing a deeper purpose, remembering forgotten wisdom. But instead of fully embracing this burgeoning self, instead of owning their unique frequency, they instinctively start seeking external validation, looking for mirrors in other people's eyes. They yearn for their family to see and acknowledge their newfound wisdom, for their friends to recognize their profound transformation, for their world to not just tolerate, but actively celebrate their intrinsic worth. They hope that the external world will reflect back to them the glorious being they are becoming. And when that recognition doesn't come, or comes agonizingly slowly, in hesitant trickles rather than a surging river, they begin, heartbreakingly, to doubt what they know deep within to be true about themselves. They question their own intuition, their own insights, even their own sanity, simply because the outside world isn't reflecting it back immediately. It's like a magnificent artist, creating a masterpiece, but refusing to believe in its beauty until it's applauded by every passerby. But here's what I've discovered across ages of observation, a truth that has stood the test of time and countless human journeys. Your inner knowing, that profound intuitive sense that guides you, has never, not once, been wrong. That persistent sense of being meant for something greater, that feeling of carrying a light within that others can't quite see or articulate, that unwavering certainty that you're here for a purpose bigger than your current circumstances, your job, your relationships, or even your present perceived limitations, all of it is accurate. It is the undeniable truth of your being. The disconnect, therefore, isn't in your perception of your own magnificent truth. The disconnect is in how much of your true, unvarnished self you've been willing, or felt safe enough, to let the world truly witness. It's the difference between knowing the sun is within you and allowing its rays to burst forth. The truth is, most people can only truly see and acknowledge in others what they have to some degree activated or recognized within themselves. Their capacity to perceive external light is directly proportional to the inner light they have dared to ignite. If someone hasn't yet awakened to their own inherent inner brilliance, if they haven't begun to explore the depths of their own consciousness, their spiritual eyes are simply not calibrated to perceive the profound light radiating from you. It's not personal. It's not a deliberate slight or a judgment of your worth. It's simply a limitation of their current level of consciousness, their present vibrational frequency, their specific stage of spiritual evolution. They are operating on a different radio frequency and cannot tune into your station no matter how clearly you broadcast. And you, beautiful soul, in your earnest desire for connection and understanding, have perhaps unconsciously been making their limitation, their temporary blindness, mean something deeply personal about the validity or existence of your own vibrant light. You've allowed their inability to see to cast a shadow upon your own inherent radiance. If everything shared in this video resonates deep in your spirit, if you've always sensed something shifting inside you but couldn't quite name it, if these words feel like a familiar echo of your own inner experience, then there's something that will bring you profound clarity and a sense of direction. There's a free quiz called "What Phase of Your Awakening Are You In?" It takes just 2 minutes to complete, and it reveals exactly where you are on this sacred, transformative journey. Whether you're in the initial stirring, the intense unraveling, the mysterious dark night of the soul, or already emerging into conscious embodiment. Knowing your specific phase changes everything. It offers a framework for understanding and acceptance. It explains precisely why you feel the way you feel right now, providing context and validation to your unique experiences. The link is in the first pinned comment. Take the quiz before you forget. Your soul already knows the answer and is eagerly awaiting this confirmation. The first thing that has helped many souls as they navigate this powerful journey of awakening and self-recognition is learning to become their own first witness. I know it might seem counterintuitive, perhaps even strange, to validate yourself when you've been conditioned and trained from childhood to seek that very validation, that external confirmation from others. We are taught to look outside ourselves for approval, for applause, for a sense of belonging. But what I've observed across countless individual journeys is that self-recognition, this gentle act of seeing and acknowledging your own truth, is the indispensable foundation of all authentic confidence, all genuine self-love, and all true spiritual sovereignty. You don't need to do this perfectly, dear one, or with a grand dramatic gesture. Just gently, consistently, begin to acknowledge your own growth, your own profound insights, your own moments of clarity and wisdom. That quiet internal affirmation alone starts to shift the entire dynamic of your relationship with yourself, and subsequently with the world. It's like tending to a secret garden within your soul, knowing its beauty even if no one else has yet entered. Start keeping a private, sacred record of your own brilliance. This isn't about ego, it's about truthful witnessing. When you have a profound realization, a deep insight into the nature of reality or your own being, take the time to write it down, to journal about it, to etch it into your consciousness. When you offer wisdom that genuinely helps someone else, whether they recognize the depth of it or not, acknowledge it internally. Give yourself that quiet nod of knowing. When you navigate a challenge with grace, with unexpected compassion, or with unwavering resilience, give yourself the credit that is due. For so long you've been so singularly focused on hoping, even begging, others would see your light that you've tragically forgotten to celebrate it yourself. You've been waiting for an external parade, forgetting that you are the architect of your own internal celebration. But your soul, dear one, has been keeping track all along, noting every subtle shift, every brave step, every flicker of your expanding flame. It's time you joined that sacred internal celebration and became the most devoted admirer of your own unfolding journey. Once you've gently started with that practice of self-witnessing, something else profoundly transformative becomes possible. You can begin with increasing ease and grace to release the urgent, sometimes desperate need for others to fully understand your journey, your path, or your inner experiences in order for them to be valid. Many souls resist this step at first, and understandably so, because it can feel akin to giving up on connection, like accepting a fate of profound loneliness. The fear of being truly alone in your spiritual walk can be daunting. But here's what I've seen across ages and across countless lives. When you genuinely stop requiring others to validate your experience, when you release the energetic hook that ties your worth to their perception, you actually become more profoundly magnetic to those who can and will truly see you. You create an energetic vacuum that draws in kindred spirits who resonate with your authentic frequency. Try this softly, without any pressure or judgment on yourself. Simply practice internal validation, becoming your own anchor, especially when external validation isn't readily available or offered. You are building your own inner sanctuary of truth. This doesn't mean you stop sharing or connecting with others entirely, or that you build walls around your heart. On the contrary, it means you stop making their specific level of understanding, their current capacity for perception, a non-negotiable condition for your own self-acceptance, your own peace of mind, or your own spiritual progression. You start to realize, with profound liberation, that your intrinsic worth isn't determined by who recognizes it. It simply is. Your brilliant light isn't diminished by who misses it. It continues to blaze. Your sacred purpose isn't delayed or negated by who doesn't understand it yet. It continues to unfold according to divine timing. You are the sun, and your light is inherent, whether observed by a single eye or by none at all. This next step might feel slightly strange or even uncomfortable at first, and that's perfectly okay. Give yourself grace. Begin to express your true self, your authentic essence, in small, safe, and deliberate ways, without any attachment whatsoever to how others receive it, or whether they understand it, or even approve of it. What I've consistently noticed is that most souls keep their most luminous light hidden away because they are profoundly afraid of judgment, criticism, or rejection. But then, ironically, they feel deeply unseen and misunderstood precisely because nobody truly knows who they really are. It's a perfect self-perpetuating trap, a gilded cage built by our own fears. When you're truly ready, and there is absolutely no rush, no timeline to adhere to, you might try sharing one authentic piece of yourself, one genuine insight, one heartfelt passion, without feeling the need to explain it, defend it, or justify it. Just let it exist in the space between you and another, or even just in the world, and observe what happens. Perhaps it's mentioning a spiritual book or teaching that profoundly moved you, even if you anticipate a blank stare. Maybe it's expressing an unpopular but heartfelt opinion on a social issue, rooted in your deeper values. Maybe it's choosing to wear something that truly reflects your unique aesthetic, your inner creative spirit, instead of what you think others expect or deem fashionable. Or perhaps it's simply allowing yourself to hum a joyful tune in public, or engage in a hobby that brings you immense joy, without worrying if it appears productive or serious enough to others. These small, brave acts of authenticity are like breadcrumbs, dear one, leaving a trail of truth that leads you step by gentle step back to your full, uninhibited self-expression. Each crumb is an affirmation of your being. By now, something profound may already be shifting inside you. You might notice a subtle but significant change, a lightness and easing of pressure. You might find that you feel less desperate for external recognition, less reliant on it, precisely because you are consciously and consistently giving that recognition, that validation to yourself. It's an internal wellspring that never runs dry. The next thing that has helped many souls immensely is learning to consciously reframe and see their current experience of invisibility, of feeling unseen, not as a punishment for being different or unworthy, but as a period of sacred preparation. I know it sounds deceptively simple, but this profound shift in perspective can change everything. It transforms perceived hardship into intentional growth. What if this season of feeling unseen, this quietude, this perceived lack of recognition, is actually precisely what is protecting you while you grow, integrate, and step more fully into your magnificent, nascent power? What if the world's current blindness to your unique brilliance is actually providing you with the essential, unburdened space and time to develop it, to deepen it, to master it, without the interference of external expectations, projections, or distractions? What if you are being lovingly kept hidden, like a precious seed nestled in rich soil, until you are truly wholly ready to handle the immense level of visibility, impact, and influence that your soul is preparing you for? Sometimes, the universe, in its infinite wisdom and perfect timing, delays external recognition not because you don't inherently deserve it, but because you are being meticulously prepared, strengthened, and refined for something far grander, far more impactful than your current self could possibly imagine or safely contain. It is the chrysalis phase, where the most profound transformation occurs in quiet solitude before the butterfly takes flight. This step is about cultivating an unshakable trust in divine timing, in the cosmic orchestration of your life, instead of desperately trying to force human acknowledgement or expedite your outward recognition. Many souls, understandably, try to skip this crucial phase because they are tired of waiting, exhausted by the perceived delay, and I deeply understand that weariness. The human ego yearns for immediate gratification, but I've watched enough spiritual journeys unfold over eons to know this fundamental truth. Forced recognition that is not aligned with your true timing or inner readiness, is often hollow, fleeting, and ultimately unsatisfying. True resonant acknowledgement, the kind that deeply nourishes your soul and aligns with your highest path, comes organically, authentically, and powerfully when your inner light is so undeniably vibrant, so authentically expressed, that even those who were previously blind to it suddenly, miraculously, find themselves able to see, drawn in by its undeniable radiance. Give yourself, dear one, the compassionate permission to still be becoming, to still be unfolding, to still be growing your spiritual roots, instead of demanding to be fully seen and understood before you are truly ready to bloom in your magnificent entirety. If you're ready for a little more, here's something else I've observed that consistently brings immense comfort and accelerates spiritual growth. Start actively seeking connection with others who are also consciously awakening, who are walking similar paths of spiritual exploration and self-discovery, rather than expending all your precious energy trying to wake up or gain understanding from those who are still deeply sleeping or simply not ready to perceive beyond the veil. This isn't about abandoning your current relationships or judging others. It's a compassionate act of self-preservation and soul nourishment. It's about supplementing your existing connections with new ones that genuinely mirror and support your expanding consciousness, creating a vibrational resonance that uplifts you. When you spend quality time with people who can genuinely see your light, who understand the language of your soul, it becomes exponentially easier to remember that your light exists, that your truths are valid, even when others in your daily life can't yet perceive or validate it. It's like finding an oasis in a desert, where you can finally drink from a shared well of understanding. Look actively for online communities of spiritual seekers, groups dedicated to conscious awakening, or forums where kindred spirits discuss the very topics that animate your soul. Attend workshops, webinars, or spiritual events that deeply align with your interests and resonate with your emerging truths, even if it feels daunting at first. Read books by authors who articulate the experiences you are having, whose words feel like coming home. Sometimes just knowing with absolute certainty that there are countless others walking similar, challenging, yet ultimately rewarding paths can profoundly dissolve the deep-seated loneliness that often comes from feeling like the only one who sees what you see, feels what you feel, or knows what you know. This is how you find your spiritual tribe, your soul family, those who reflect your magnificence without effort. And finally, dear one, as you journey forth, remember this profound truth. Your inner brilliance, your unique light, your soul's authentic expression was never ever meant to make you smaller, to dim itself or to shrink in any way so that others would feel more comfortable in its presence. It was meant, in its pure, unadulterated form, to inspire others gently and powerfully, to remember and rekindle their own inherent magnificence, to awaken to the vastness within themselves. This isn't something you need to force, to preach, or to labor over. As you become progressively more comfortable with your own light, As you embody your authentic self with increasing confidence and grace, you naturally, effortlessly, and beautifully give others implicit permission to explore theirs, to question their own limitations, and to dare to shine. Trust that your authentic self-expression, your radiant presence, will naturally call forth recognition from those who are truly ready to see it. Those whose hearts and minds are open to new frequencies, while simultaneously, and perhaps even more importantly, helping countless others discover the profound light they have been hiding and suppressing within themselves all along. You become a living lighthouse, not through effort, but through being. Dear one, I want you to know with every fiber of your being that your worth was established irrevocably and divinely long before anyone in this world had the chance to recognize it, or, heartbreakingly, to miss it entirely. Your brilliance is not a democracy. It does not require a vote, a consensus, or external approval to be real, to be powerful, or to be eternally true. It exists because you exist. It is an inherent quality of your very being. And it will continue to shine steadily and brilliantly, whether or not the people immediately around you have developed the eyes, the heart, or the spiritual capacity to see it yet. Their perception is a reflection of their journey, not a measure of your light. You don't need to apply all of this at once, dear one. There is no test, no race, no deadline. Take what resonates deeply within your spirit today, that single thread of truth that catches your attention. Begin with that. Nurture it. Embrace it. Leave the rest without judgment for another day, another moment when your soul is ready to integrate more. Trust the gentle rhythm of your own awakening. If everything shared in this video resonates deep in your spirit, if you've always sensed something shifting inside you but couldn't name it, then there's something that will bring you clarity. There's a free quiz called "What Phase of Your Awakening Are You In?" It takes just 2 minutes and reveals exactly where you are on this sacred journey, whether you're in the initial stirring, the unraveling, the dark night, or already emerging into embodiment. Knowing your phase changes everything. It explains why you feel the way you feel right now. The link is in the first pinned comment. Take the quiz before you forget. Your soul already knows the answer.